Well, it's officially looking like fall outside. The weather is changing. Football is starting, and in the Lido House, marching band is starting up. So a lot going on here on the market and economic front for last month. Anyway, we had a good return in the S&P 500 for August, about 2%, which we'll take, of course. The outperformer last month was small caps, showing a pretty strong 7% return. Normally, we don't talk a whole lot about small caps. More risk, more volatility with small cap stocks. So even though we do have positions in them in the portfolio, so you do participate, they're not large positions because of that increased volatility. On the bond side, bonds were up about 1.2% last month as well. So overall, should be pretty pleased with statements if you are looking at them with any kind of frequency. This year so far, we're still seeing international stocks be the place where most of the return is coming. They've been out of favor for quite a while. That might be a tariff, consequence, but of course we have allocations to international stocks inside of portfolios as well. On the economic front, still doing pretty well there. GDP for the second quarter was revised up to a 3.3% annual rate. So of course, anything above that kind of 2% rate is pretty good as far as the economy is concerned. Most of that was coming from business investment and personal consumption. So all of us out there spending, right? Also, personal income, which is not a surprise, went up as well. Spending goes up as a result of income going up. The two are generally linked together as well. When we're looking at inflation, right, we've been talking about inflation for what seems like forever. We're definitely getting closer to the Fed's target rate of 2%. So what that means is that the rate of price increases just is not going up as quickly, which is a welcome, welcome result versus what we've seen in the last couple of years, of course. So all in all, economy is generally on pretty firm footing still. Even with some of the most recent news this year, which we've all heard about the tariffs, doesn't seem like we've had a hit to the economy as a result of those yet. But that's, of course, an ever-changing situation. We continue to keep our eyes on that, whether or not that has any longer-term negative or positive effects on the economy. That'll be one for the history books, but we're obviously going to keep on top of that as well. The Fed does seem to be poised to reduce rates. I know we've been talking about this for a long time too. There's been a lot of pressure on the political front with regards to that too, but it looks like the data might finally be coming in a way for them to want to reduce those rates. So most notably on the jobs front, we're not seeing as much job creation, and that's a signal to the Fed to potentially pump the brakes a little bit by lowering interest rates. That and still on the manufacturing side, even though we're in contraction, that's looking a bit better. So that's a factor to look out for too. Obviously, part of what we've wanted to do, at least nationally, is increase domestic manufacturing, and it looks like that's headed in the right direction. So again, all in all, not anything too dramatic, but things to look out for. And that's why when we make changes to portfolios, which you saw some additional changes last month, rebalancing gains that we're seeing in the portfolio, redeploying them into areas that represent more opportunity, might be a little bit more defensive. Lots of different reasons for us to make changes, but generally that's the theme that we've been going with here. And even though we're heading into the fall season, which might lead to some additional volatility as we see the summer season kind of go behind us and things pick up and get more busier. we're definitely keeping an eye on those kinds of things, especially knowing that we've come off a pretty good 23, 24, now even 25 as well. So as always, if you have any questions on any of those things, please don't hesitate to reach out. Coming up here in September, our fall client meetings are underway as usual. I will be attending the Saginaw, Port Huron, and Troy meetings, as well as hosting the webinar version of that meeting as well. So if you can make it, please come out. I'd love to see you. Other than that, enjoy your fall weather and bring on the pumpkin spice. Thank you.